Hi, I'm Brooks Compton, Mayor of the City of Centerville, and I'm here today at Graceworks at the Bethany campus here in Centerville. I'm joined by Judy Buddy, who is the President and CEO of Graceworks, and also by Jackie DiAurora, who is the Vice President of Marketing for Graceworks. And thank you both for joining us today on Centerville Business Today. We are here at the new Crescent Crossing in Bethany Village, and we're really excited about what you brought to the city of Centerville with this new development. And Judy, you might, if you wouldn't mind, just give us a little bit of the history of Bethany and Graceworks and how you happen to have now a 1 million square feet under roof.
Yeah, well, I think I'll start with Graceworks because sometimes people get confused about that. So Graceworks Lutheran Services is the parent company of Bethany Village, and so sometimes there's always confusion when people see that, so I'll kind of explain that first. But Bethany Village has been here since 1946. It was a farm when we first came to the area. And over time, we've had the nursing home, apartment buildings, cottages. And so today we have over 700 people that live here. And we're really excited to open this new assisted living called Crescent Crossing here in the community. I don't know, as people drive by on 48, if they realize that we were doing that, because Crescent Crossing's really nestled right in the middle of our community. So excited to share this with people.
And when you first decided to do Crescent Crossing, the idea behind this was a different form of assisted living, wasn't it, here at Crescent Crossing? And I think, Jackie, you're involved in the marketing part of that, so you were very familiar with that.
I was familiar with that. We recognized a couple of needs. There's a need and a desire for larger spaces and just more modern amenities and ability to be in community. So we knew we needed more of, and we added really overall 50 more additional apartments. So we really doubled the space for an individual's apartment. So these are 2-room suites, and that's really been well received. A separate bedroom space, a separate living room space, and a kitchenette kind of thing. So it feels very apartment-like. It's independent living with some, with whatever services, the services that people are looking for.
Well, specifically in Crescent Crossing, some of the services that you offer, for instance, we're here right now in one of the rooms here at Crescent Crossing, which provides, I guess, religious services, availability, and this is a special room here, isn't it?
Yeah, we call this the Wholeness of Life Center because it really has the ability to host a wide variety of activities, which, after all, that is what adds to and supports individuals' wholeness of life, and that's why we call it the Wholeness of Life, which is one of our core values as an organization. So while it serves as a spiritual space and we have our church services here, we also have earlier this week we had a concert here. We can do large gatherings for picnics and food. We have an organ or a piano if people want to play that. As well as educational activities that can occur here. So we have a theater that has, I think, 6 movies a day that are constantly running, and the dining room is also on this main entry level. And Jackie and I were talking, we started having people move in on March 1st, and so it's been interesting as they've come in and learn and meet new neighbors, how the dining room has really been the main focus of building community. It's been interesting to watch as people move in and they need a little time to acclimate to their home. And then we have a recreation room where we can do arts and crafts, again, education, Wii bowling, yoga, chair yoga, and then we have fitness equipment in that space as well. So, and a small cafe. So if somebody's family wants to come and have ice cream or popcorn and you don't want to necessarily sit in the apartment, and there are on the 3 floors of residential spaces where people live also gathering areas where they can sit or engage in activities, the fish tank, the birds that you can enjoy. So.
Well, great. Well, I know you talked about reimagining assisted living, and I think overall there's some confusion about what assisted living is and what it entails. And Jackie, you might tell us a little bit to maybe educate the audience a little bit about the concept of what is assisted living.
The needs of someone in assisted living can vary so much. It may be medication needs and reminders and medication being administered, but it may also be very physical needs that have to do with dressing and bathing. And so those all are varied and change with depending on the person. So it's that kind of thing there. And then we do have, of course, a nursing home. So there is a point at which the nursing home is really the best place for someone to really meet all of their needs. So that's really kind of the reimagining of how can you really live in a very independent feeling and social space, but still have your needs met.
I think I'd just add to that, when people age, they have different ways that they can get services, and certainly home care is one of those. But there sometimes reaches a point in the aging process where, because of your cognition, maybe you need more people around you off and on throughout the day, or because of your medical condition, it's helpful to have a nurse that checks on you once a day or multiple times a day to prevent you from going to the hospital, which, that's a very disruptive time for people in their life. So if you can live in an environment that actually increases your stability, improves your health, improves your longevity, enhances your community and your friends and neighbors, then it really does help your life. And so think about assisted living as an opportunity to actually enhance your life when you don't yet need nursing home care, where somebody 24 hours a day is helping you get to a meal, or helping you get to the bathroom, or providing that hands-on care all day long. This is more of gentle assistance as your aging process requires it.
A little bit of a check-in.
Yeah.
It's not that the constant.
Sure.
Yes.
It probably keeps you from needing nursing care at a much earlier, it avoids that need for nursing care at such an earlier rate.
It does, because if you can stabilize a medical condition, that you're not bouncing back and forth to the hospital, because every time you go to the hospital, you do get a little weaker and it takes a little longer to recover. So if you can stabilize that, then you are going to improve your life.
Sure. And I know Bethany is a very social place. You have a lot of activities that are available, not just for Crescent Crossing, but all the other residents. And I know you have a new fitness center.
We do.
That's over at the, also part of Bethany campus, and some of the other activities that would be involved that are available for all the residents here.
Yeah, as part of our Crescent Crossing construction and expansion, we also did an addition to our fitness center, as you mentioned. So we host, and I think, I don't know how many people are aware, we actually host a boxing program. It's called Rock Steady. It's a national program really geared towards people with Parkinson's disease, and it's had profound impact on individuals' ability to increase their balance, which again, you want to talk about improving their life and enhancing their life and their longevity. So, and that's not just open for people at Bethany Village, that's open for people in the community as well. So we have 2 exercise specialists that work here that provide personal training, exercise routines for our residents, and then teach the Rock Steady program. So the opportunity for our residents to enhance their wellness when they're independent or in assisted living, so that they age in a better way for them, or a healthier way for them, has been really wonderful. And again, building engagement, seeing that enthusiasm. But we do have a whole variety of not only social activities. We have residents that teach some classes to each other, so they try to grow in their knowledge. And a resident said to me a few weeks ago, one of the best things that she really enjoys about living here is now she can do things that she always wanted to do, or thought she might like to try, but never really had the opportunity. So growing as a person and is continuing to learn. Everybody wants to do that regardless of our age.
Sure. Well, Bethany and the Graceworks, or the Bethany campus and Graceworks in general, has an outstanding reputation, and I think some of that has to be attributed to the fact that your employee longevity. And my understanding is that employees stay here at Bethany or Graceworks for a long period of time. And I think one of my understandings is about 30% of your employees have at least 5 years here at Graceworks or the Bethany Village campus.
That's true. While we offer lots of local students the opportunity to work in dining for maybe their first job and give them exposure to working with older adults that can really enhance or maybe impact their career choice as they go on, we also have a lot of employees that make this their lifetime job. I've been here 25 years, which has flown by when I think about it, but starting as a director of dining services here at Bethany, and then becoming the president and CEO. So it is amazing to see employees that have worked here for 30, 35, 40 years, and you become part of the residents' family. Sure. You build relationships with them, and you really get to know them, and that's the rewarding part of working here, and I think why people really see their job here not just as a job, but as a vocation, and really fulfilling.
Jackie, would you tell us a little bit about some of the different options that are available for living here? I know you drive by the campus on 48, either north or south, and you look over here and you see the vista, the high rise, and then the Linden House and the whole campus, but you don't see some of the other things, such as the cottages and apartments and things of that
That's
sort.
always a surprise for people that we have 100 acres here and that there are freestanding homes on this campus, and that's often where people start. They're using our continuum. It's really the ability to have then the options or the to use the rehab center when they need it, or it just really introduces folks to the entire continuum. So independent living can be cottages or apartments. The fact that there is such a large presence on 48 of a nursing home often has the misconception that what we are is only a nursing home, but there are around 250 rooms in the nursing home, but there are nearly 400 independent living either apartments or cottages. So, and then so this assisted living with 73 really fills a real a kind of a gap in our continuum.
Just that concept of continuum of care. I mean, that's such an important aspect of any family who has a senior in their family. What is that concept of continuum of care? And I know Bethany provides that, or Graceworks provides that.
You know, in some ways it's hard to describe because everybody ages at a different pace and a different process, but I think one of the benefits of living here and the longevity of our staff is you gain access to a large number of employees who have supported or educated and helped residents and families through the aging process. So we can help provide families that education, because as the person ages, they may need home care, they may need some assistance, but you don't necessarily have to leave Bethany when you need that next level of care or that next assistance. So the continuum means you can live here at Bethany and get the supports that you're going to need as you age, whether that be for independent living with some supports in your home, or assisted living, or memory care, and then Jackie mentioned the rehab center. So, you know, we're providing short-term rehab where people come here for 2 or 3 weeks to have therapy and some nursing support so that they can get stronger and get back home. That's over 700 people in our community that get to experience that Bethany Village quality that you mentioned. Every year, and some repeat customers that come back. So
Sure. Well, I know obviously the Bethany campus and Graceworks in general is an important part of the economic vitality of the city of Centerville, and there are a lot of employees over here, and we're very pleased that there are a lot of employees over here, plus the services that you provide. But how many employees do you have here at the Graceworks or the Bethany campus?
Graceworks in totality, because we offer services in 3 states and we have a heavy presence in Cincinnati, we have over 1,100 employees. But here on the Bethany campus, it's around 600.
That's tremendous.
So,
Well, we've been very fortunate to have Bethany in the city for quite a while now.
been good partners with each other.
And you've been a terrific partner. I know, Judy, you just took over as president and CEO just a couple months ago, if I'm correct. Well, about a month and a half ago.
Yes, just 5 or 6 weeks ago. So.
And Jackie, you've been with Graceworks for about 8 years now.
8 years.
And your background is also in the healthcare field.
Right, at Kettering Health Network. So I did that for about 10 years. So been in this healthcare space for a while.
Well, the city of Centerville really appreciates what a great thing it is here at Bethany, and all the services that you provide and employees that you provide, income and quite honestly revenue to the city of Centerville for your economic development. But it's been great. It's a great economic vitality for the city of Centerville, and we're very excited that you're here. And Judy, we're really excited about you being the president and
Thank
CEO
you.
here at Bethany.
Thank you.
And Jackie, it's been great to work with you over these years. And as you mentioned, you are a great partner to the city of Centerville. We're very fortunate to have you here.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
And we appreciate you being on Centerville Business Today. And again, thanks for watching. Brooks Compton Mayor. I've been here with Judy Buddy and Jackie DeAurora from here at Bethany campus and Graceworks.